Hi, it's Kevin Stewart Builds 250. I'm Kev, and this is issue 15 of the Ferrari F40 Competizione. Issue 15, more details onto this engine. This is going to be one really detailed engine, looking pretty impressive, the parts. But let's get into it. Let's have a look at what parts we've got, and let's get into the build for issue 15. Okay, so parts are laid out there for issue 15. Yeah, you see it's all engine detailing parts. These here are really difficult to tell the difference between. So yeah, so these golden cam pulleys they call them, very, very difficult to tell the difference between these two. So I've had a look further on in the instructions, and the only difference it seems to have is on the cam pulley B, it's a smooth inside. So there's the bit you see, but on the inside it's a smooth part. Whereas the cam pulley C, it's got the teeth. It's got the teeth for the belt. So it's got the teeth all the way around. Whereas on the cam pulley B, that's smooth. So that's about the only difference I can kind of see on that one. Very difficult to tell the difference between cam pulley, the gold ones, B and C. But I think I've got those laid out correctly. Obviously these are the covers, and as always, yeah, they've got an R or an L on them. They have got slightly different pin positions, gold pin positions as well, so you can kind of match that up. Okay. As always, the magazine, yep. So for issue 15, that's quite an original colour. It's obviously a racing Ferrari, same as that one. Yeah, obviously from the racing days, obviously a bit more of a kind of close-up of the steering wheel, but that's a nice iconic shot once again. The centre of the magazine showing a very nice illustration of a nice picture. That's quite impressive. Then into the motorsport heritage, and yeah, the instructions that I always put in the video. But yes, this is engine detailing. As I say, it's going to be a very detailed engine at the end. But yes, so let's get into it. This build. So bring the engine over. We're going to need that. First thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be fitting on. I wouldn't really tell you, to be honest. It's just two T-type screws in the holes. Now we're not given type T screws. We're given type A screws. I'm going to use the A screws. Just a bit of a difference in the instructions, what the instructions are telling you to do and what we've been given. So it says type T screws, and these are A screws coming out of the pack. But it does show that it's the water pump cover. Kind of highlights these areas here. Okay, so it's highlighting the pins. Okay, so it's highlighting the pins and obviously where they're going to have to go on the engine block itself. And we're just going to fit that into that part, making sure the pins match where they need to go. Quite tough that to get on. In fact, it doesn't want to go on. I'm really having to struggle to get that on, to be fair. I'm going to try to tighten that up with the screws. I'm going to try see if the screw will tighten that in, because I'm not getting that on very well at all. Just using that. So let's try with a screw. Just say 2. Still a bit of a gap down the bottom there, but not a massive gap. Push that on. Yeah. Okay. So that didn't go on very well, but once I got the screw in there, it's gone in absolutely fine. As I say, it does say 2 T-type screws now, there's only 1 hole. But yes, that's on. Okay, and now we're going to be bringing these over from issues 7 and 8. The cylinder head covers with the detailed bolt screws. It took everybody forever, but they do look quite impressive. And also, of course, we had the gaskets with those. So we had these gaskets, didn't we? But it doesn't show this very well in the instructions once again, it just says to fit them. We did have the gaskets, the R and the L on there. Now, and obviously on the actual cover itself, L and R. So I'm just going to match those up and fit them. Doesn't say which way to go, but if you do have a look, you have got a D hole, you've got a D semicircular pin and a semicircular pin hole on the cylinder head, so that kind of makes sense on that one. Making sure that you got that the right way around as well. The actual cylinder, the gasket part. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to issue 7 and 8 and make sure I'm getting those the right way around. Okay, you're at the part where it's saying to fit the gasket and the cylinder head to the engine block. Now these gaskets, you wouldn't think there'd be so much aggro, would you? But the magazine for 7, which is the right hand one, shows to have it that way around with the 4 protrusions facing away from the facing that way. So the 4 pin protrusions face the long pin protrusions on the cylinder head. So it kind of goes like that. Okay. Now I think that's the correct way, if I'm honest, because it kind of fits nicely. Yeah, the long parts fit into it nicely as well. Now if you watched the video tutorial, and I'll put a little bit of a link in there or a screenshot, you can see that it has it the other way around. And to add to the confusion, then for issue number 8, which is the left hand cylinder head, it has the gasket facing the other way. It has the gasket facing the opposite way to that one. So it has it facing kind of that way. The 4 pin going towards the other end. Now, I'm not 100% sure how much it's going to matter, if I'm honest, but I do like to do things correctly. So I'm going to have it so that it's facing that way. It seems the best. If you have it the other way round, and I'm doing a lot of stuff here on just a simple gasket. If you have it the other way round, it's kind of hanging over the edge a little bit. So if you have it that way round, with the 4 pin protrusions, if you like, fit in there, and also it seems to fit better with the holes if you have it that way round and that hole doesn't line up. So I'm going to have it that way around, as I say. A massive amount of aggro just for a simple gasket, but that's the way I'm going to have it. And now what it's telling me to do is it's telling me to fit these, so that's what we're going to do with we're back into issue 15 now. Just going to fit that way around and just making sure that the protrusions go that way. It can only go one way because it's got the D hole and the D pin. Match those up. D hole, D pin, put those on, and they're just a push fit. Try not to lose any of the cylinder head bolts. And to me, that looks the best out of all. Yep, It does definitely, to me, that looks the best way, because you don't have them sticking out that end, and so that's the way I'm going to do it. Happy days. Okay, a lot of aggro, that's that one done. Press fit the idler cam A, cam pulleys, bottom pulleys B, C, D as shown in the photo. A is the smaller of the two, isn't it? The idler pulleys, which are these very, very small ones. So these are the idler pulleys. So they're going to go on, where does it say to put them? Onto these protrusions here, I believe. Onto there and there. Now B is the one that's got the flat surface. So you can't see the teeth on the other side. So that's the B. And they're just going to fit onto, so they're going to fit onto. I don't want to put that on there, don't want to rest it on there after the aggro I had last time. It goes all the way on one, on the right hand. So the right hand one goes all the way on, because it hasn't got this raised portion here. If you have a look, that's got a raised portion, and that hasn't, that's missing, or it doesn't have it. So, right hand one, and that one sits like that. So there is a slight difference. One sticks out and one's kind of flushish. Okay. C is the next one. Now that hasn't got the flat, that's got, you can see the teeth. Okay. And it's going to fit on. Yep. Same as that one. These just all push on, and as you can see, that side kind of raised up, and that side is flat. We'll wait and see how that affects it once everything's on. And finally, D is the bottom pulleys, because we've got a hole that way and a hole on to the side, and they go on to these areas here. Into the water, that's onto the water pump cover that we fitted a moment ago. So hopefully, once if I've got that right, that's what that looks like. And now we're going to put these timing belts on. Okay. Now these are going to have to obviously go in a particular way. Belts have actually got little teeth on the inside, which is quite impressive. Because I don't think I've caught that on the camera. So around that one first. I'm going to put it onto this one first, and then bring it back down. And this one's going to go around that one. Once again, that onto the bottom pulley first. This is the way I'm kind of doing it. Bottom pulley first. Try and fit that over the bottom pulley best I can. I'm going to take it round top two. On there, best I can, and then just rotate that over that idler pulley. Okay, well, that's hopefully what it's supposed to look like. Looking at the picture, yep, that's about right. Quite nice detail, that. And finally, press the right bank cover into place and do the same with the left. So, yeah, left, right, right hand one, and right hand side of the engine. It's right hand as you look at it from the other way. So this is my left, but it's the right hand one. And that's got pegs in it. I guess that just plugs onto them. And yeah. Not easy to do, because you're kind of blind. Kind of go out on one side and on the other. And then obviously the left hand one as well. Same type of thing, trying to get it onto the, there we go. That's what our final piece looks like. Nice detail, very, very nice detail. Yeah, I thought, no, what's the point in doing all that detail when you can't see it, but you can actually see it because the cam or the covers don't actually quite fit it. So you will actually be able to see that, but a very, very nice detail once again. And of course, you can see from the bottom of the engine, you can still see the actual belt onto the pulleys. So a very nice detail once again. Excellent. Sushi 15 done. Looking impressive. That engine really is nicely detailed. Obviously, a few little differences or frustrations creeping in for me on the difference between the instructions and what you've actually got to do on the model. Using a bit of, I wouldn't like to say common sense, but you're looking at it and thinking, no, it should look like that, although the instructions say something different. Obviously the problem that I had with the gasket, and it's only minor things, but it can make a difference, and you know, it's always the minor bits that the frustrations for me creep in. But it's still loving the build, still having, it is definitely my favourite build of the moment. It's highly detailed, really, really good quality parts. It's just kind of working out what the instructions actually asking me to do. But hey, yes, but thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for watching. So if you'd like to see progression of this build, then please remember to subscribe. Click the bell if you'd like to be notified anytime that a video goes live. But hey, stay safe, stay home if you can. Hope to catch you again on the channel soon. But ta-da for now.